A little bit of a different video today. I'm going to run through some of my 2B2T progress, and then I'm going to rant for a little bit. Welcome back. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we going big, going big. We going big, going big. We going big, going big. Don't trip, gotta get it how you live, ayy. Yeah, we going big, going big. We going big, going big.
All right, we finished a few things since the last time that I was on 2B. I refused to pay shops for Minecraft items, so I spent the last 2 to 3 weeks just getting my own stash built. The old-fashioned way. Hard work. Something these kids these days don't know anything about. So I'm going to run through really quick and just show you everything that I got done in the last, 3 weeks. And then this video is going to take a little bit of a different course from our normal one, okay? Just stick around and you'll see. So I got the hang of baritone collecting my blocks for me, which makes life way easier. I added this gargoyle statue to the statue garden. Spent a little bit of time going through bastions in the nether to try and get some netherite ingots. Found a few things while stash hunting, believe it or not. Oh, fucking hold on. There's a shulker right here, filled with all good stuff. Dude, let's go. Okay, give me that. Then I built some interesting trees in my creative world to make sure that they were actually viable. Then I transferred the schematic over and built it on 2B, because why not have a gold and diamond and emerald tree, right? Then I found another base that was huge and had been absolutely completely griefed. This thing was about 4 million blocks out and had a bunch of beacons on it, so I have a feeling there was some pretty good stuff here when it was found. There are some other smaller things, but I mean the main other thing that I got done is this raid farm, which is beautiful because I mean now I have unlimited totems. I was trying to get a ominous bottle farm set up, but the only outpost that I found was right above a massive cave, which doesn't work for the farm, so gotta find another one and then I'll get that part done. Oh, actually, a real quick update on my personal stash. I've got, some decent materials going on. But the main thing is that since I have a villager station set up as well as the raid farm, I have unlimited emeralds, which means I also have unlimited enchanting books as well as unlimited diamond armor. So pretty set there. For the rest of this video, I am going to be ranting. Well, I don't know if it's so much as a rant as much as a discussion about the problems that I see with the server as well as just kind of my grievances. But also I'll go through some of the things that I think are really awesome about it that a lot of people hate on. While I do that, I guess you can enjoy some background footage of me flying around spawn, trying to kill people. This is more of a listening video than a watching video, so put it on in the background while you do something. That would be ideal. Okay, so problem number one, let's tackle the obvious one first, right? The queue. What the fuck is it? I understand that you need to make money and you can't be selling items yourself and you can't have crate and loot keys like the other servers do because this server just doesn't work that way. And donations are not going to keep up with everything that you need to have, so that's also a problem. But, the queue is not the answer. Waiting to get into a server like this is insane. It's not like it's lagging because it has too many people. I understand people make lag machines, and that makes it to where you can't have as many people on as a traditional server. But, the Donut SMP has 30 fucking thousand people on at a time, dude. 2B can handle more than 500 people, or whatever the limit is for the regular queue, before they start letting people in. That's an absolutely absurd number. I don't have a whole lot to say about the queue other than that. You'd probably get a lot more active players on the server if you didn't have the queue set up the way that it is, but it is kind of nice that it keeps the server small and keeps the groups a little more tight-knit, I guess. Speaking of groups, that actually brings me to the next problem with the server. The groups. From my experience on the server so far, most of the groups are either super pretentious, role-playing way too hard, or just, gatekeeping. They've either gatekeeping because they've played on the server for a long time and they are, for whatever reason, unaccepting to new players, or gatekeeping because they think that they are that much smarter than everybody else because they have some sort of programming or cybersecurity knowledge, either from stuff that they learned just through the server or maybe they work in that field in real life. But either way, they end up being pretentious little fucks and it just kind of ruins everything. Not only that, but if you are a new player, it is genuinely pretty hard to find a group to join, which is why most of the people come to the server. They want to join a group, build something huge, and do what all the 2B2T things are. Have a war with another group using their hack clients, do fucking whatever. But you can't do that because nobody will accept you into their group. And going back to the people being pretentious because they have some sort of programming knowledge, that one really pisses me off, okay? I have a degree in computer science. I have my cybersecurity certifications, okay? I got my Sec Plus, my SysA Plus, my Pen Test Plus, all the good ones, okay? I know what I'm doing. And I cannot imagine being a prick to somebody because I know so much about Java programming when it comes to Minecraft. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. We all still play Minecraft. We're all still fucking losers, okay? Alright, that's enough of that. Anyways, next grievance. The chat. I mean, I understand that it's an anarchy server and you're supposed to just kind of let anything go, but like the bots in the chat are an actual fucking problem, okay? You can ignore people all you want, more bots are gonna pop up. I'm sure there is some kind of module or whatever that will only let you see whispers, but like I should just be able to join the game and be able to read the normal chat like I want to, and then still see my whispers and stuff, okay? It's actually fucking ridiculous. I am all here for the toxicity in chat, okay? If someone wants to be dumb in chat and then everyone wants to let them know how dumb they are with whatever profane slurs, that's what the server's all about, okay? But you can't do that because you can't even read the chat because there's 100,000 bots in there, okay? The next thing I wanted to get onto is the spawn problem, okay? Now, everybody has a different take on how spawn should be, right? Some people think it should be hard. Some people think it should be easy so that you can get out and start building cool stuff in the world. Some people think that the challenge of the server is escaping spawn for the first time and making your way out. I think that the server is whatever you want it to be. So people should be able to choose whether they want to get out of spawn easy or whether they want to get out of spawn hard. But the constant debate that's going on between it is one of the dumbest fucking things ever. Like, if someone wants to destroy it, fine, that's their prerogative. If someone wants to rebuild it, fine, that's their prerogative. Shut the fuck up about it. Now, what I think the real heart of the problem with the server is at the moment is that you don't have those groups from... It's not even about the actual people that were in the groups, right? It's about what the people in the groups back in 2012 and whatever, all the FitMC videos that you see, like what they were actually doing, which is they weren't just running around spawn complaining about fucking everything, or showing up on Reddit talking shit after they've done literally nothing cool on the server whatsoever. What made the server so special back then was that people were building insane things that you had never seen before, and the groups were actually interacting with each other. The groups these days are just very secretive. They like to keep to themselves, which I mean is fine. I understand why they want to keep to themselves, but if there's absolutely no groups whatsoever that are out there recruiting people to do things that aren't just rebuild the highway or help people escape spawn, like people want to get on here and have a war, have a problem with another group, get into it, and really make the server like anarchy, right? And you can't do that anymore because it's just not there. The last thing that I think should really be more public with the server that people could adjust and just choose not to is the publicly available information on like how people are developing hacked clients, how people are making their modules, what kind of stuff they're working on, what kind of stuff could be worked on. I mean, there's a few Discords, but there's nobody out there like pushing the envelope on Minecraft hacking or modding or anything anymore. Back in the day, those guys were creating crazy hacked clients. I mean, you have Meteor, you have Rusher, you have whatever, but they were already made and they're just kind of being maintained at this point. You haven't had anything pushing the envelope, no new dupes, no new anything. So there needs to be a more technical aspect brought back to the server if there wants to ever be like the insane growth or the legendary aspects of 2v2t that there were before. With that being said, there are a lot of things that people complain about the server that I really don't think are a problem and I think actually benefit the server. The first one that pops in my mind is shops. Like, people hate on shops, people think that it just makes the server pay to win, but you don't have to pay for anything from a shop. And also, like, if you want an Elytra, I dare you to try and get an Elytra on the server without getting one from a shop or someone else that's willing to give one to you. You're not going to get one. And with the shops being out there, that means that there are still dupe stashes out there, which really incentivize people to keep looking. And not only that, but if you join any Discords, you see that stashes are still being found all the time, as well as there are people like me that are constantly making new stashes. So stash hunting is still a very viable thing, all because of the shops, in my opinion. Now, with all that being said, I mean, that's just some of the problems that I see with the server, and it really isn't actually the server. Most of it's just the player base, which I get that it's an anarchy server, but some people just think that anarchy means that I can act like a 12-year-old boy who was never raised by a dad. Like, people need to grow up a little bit. Even having said all that, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I keep releasing videos about it and I've been playing on the server, I mean, way more hours a week than I should be doing at the current moment. It is an absolute blast. There are no other servers like it, truly. It is one of a kind. I've joined some of these other Anarchy servers. There are some fun ones. Constantium is really cool. Some stuff like that, but it's not 2B2T, okay? It's one of a kind, and it's got the name that it has for a reason. Now, that's the end of my rant. Don't take anything that I said seriously. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking block game. Whatever your opinion is, good. I'm glad that you have it. I'm glad that it's different than mine. Let's be friends. Now, please subscribe. I really want to hit 500 subs. That would make me so happy. If you like the video, Jesus loves you. Not on 2B. There is no God. Have a great day.